American Exceptionalism, Part 1. As recently as 10 years ago, I listened in disbelief to an early 1970s Dartmouth grad I had known to be a conservative when I was at Harvard, informed me icily that the idea of American exceptionalism was a groundless myth, and that there was nothing to lose in trying an American version of Britain's National Health Service. We broke company soon after. I hadn't heard from him in nearly 40 years, and therefore missed the lefty conversion brought about by his graduate education at the Columbia School of Journalism, and that propagandizing effect of his terms of editorship at the Wall Street Journal, the Wilmington News Journal, and the Providence Journal. We no longer speak. When friends become monotonously stupid, there's no more basis for friendship or conversation. I was prompted to write this today because of Trump's announcement of a permanent ceasefire between Turkey and Syria, as well as the U.S., which also ends the war against Kurds, which has remained one of the Middle East's sorest sore points for either tens or hundreds of years, depending on how you count. Thought I'd remind you, a few of you, of just how exceptional America has been in the history of recorded history. Two categories: military and cultural, without peer in either category in all of recorded history. Military first. Mark this well. There is no empire from any age, from eldest to youngest, the American military has not conquered, defeated in battle, or whose authoritarian power it has not usurped or ultimately subdued. A long, long list. American troops have outright conquered at some point all the lands ruled by ancient Mesopotamia, ancient Egypt, ancient Crete, Minoans, ancient Greece, ancient Troy, ancient Carthage, and ancient Rome. Also, the entirety of the Holy Roman Empire, including France and Germany, the Napoleonic Empire, including Spain, the Ottoman Empire, and the Soviet Union. And in the East, the Imperial Empire of Japan, Korea, Burma, and Afghanistan. Even India and China have felt the force of American arms on the winning side in the Boxer Rebellion, World War II, and the Cold War. Along the way, we also defeated Mexico, the Barbary pirates of North Africa, and left the worst of all colonial pillaging zones to the avaricious Europeans, responding only as asked with less mercenary than humanitarian motives in Africa. As a relevant aside, does anyone remember we beat both Britain and Germany in 2 wars apiece? Probably not. The American Army, Navy, and Marines have collectively conquered the entire civilized world. No other nation on earth can lay a remotely similar claim. Just as importantly, no other nation anywhere ever has done so much to rescue other nations enslaved by siege and occupation, including Norway, Greece, France, twice, Britain, twice, Belgium, twice, Ireland, ex officio, twice, they were always a mess, Italy, New Zealand, Australia, New Guinea, and Cuba, 1-on-1 record there, sad to say, and the Philippines, expiating the one American colonial black mark, pretty spectacularly in the end, and the lucky protected territories of Alaska, Hawaii, Puerto Rico, and Native American tribes, who had life expectancies in the late 20s when we arrived, and can now survive to 40 or 50 if they don't scalp anyone or commune with the Great Spirit too many shines of the moon and shiners of wives to be immune to the emergency responders of the Alaska State Police. No other nation has our record for conquest. Britain comes closest, but they chose to rule their conquests. We did the reverse, where the cultural factor in all recorded history comes into play. You gotta hit that start button. Sorry.
Okay.